Welcome to the electrodynamics class for BC students. On the second unit, we are seeing today the topic is potential field due to a uniformly polarized sphere or a uniformly polarized object. What is the potential field produced by a uniformly polarized object? That is the topic of discussion today for BSc semester 3 students. You see what we are going to see. Before that, before studying the potential field due to a uniformly polarized sphere, we study a short answer question. It is called atomic polarizability. Atomic polarizability. You understand the term? Atomic polarizability. This is a very important short answer question. What is atomic polarizability? The induced dipole moment of a typical dielectric is approximately proportional to the electric field intensity. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു, ഒരു ഡൈലക്ട്രിക്ക് നമ്മൾ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് വെച്ചാൽ അത് പോളറൈസ്ഡ് ആകും. അതിനെ നമ്മൾ ഡൈലക്ട്രിക് പോളറൈസേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയും. ഇൻഡ്യൂസ്ഡ് ഡൈപോൾ ഒരു ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡിൽ ഡൈലക്ട്രിക് വെച്ചാൽ അതിനകത്ത് ഇൻഡ്യൂസ്ഡ് ഡൈപോൾ ഉണ്ടാകും. അതിനെ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണ് ഡൈലക്ട്രിക് പോളറൈസേഷൻ. ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഡിസ്കസ്ഡ് ഹിയർ. The induced dipole moment of a typical dielectric is approximately proportional to the electric field intensity. നമ്മൾ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഫീൽഡിന് പ്രപ്പോർഷണൽ ആണ്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് പി പ്രപ്പോർഷണൽ ഡൈപോൾ മൊമെന്റ് പി പ്രപ്പോർഷണൽ ടു ഇ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് പി ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു ആൽഫ ഇ. ഹിയർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് സ്മോൾ പി, ഡൈപോൾ മൊമെന്റ്. പി ഈസ് ആൽഫ ഇ, വെയർ ആൽഫ ഈസ് കോൾഡ് അറ്റോമിക് പോളറൈസബിലിറ്റി. ദാറ്റ്സ് ദ ഡെഫിനിഷൻ. This is the definition of atomic polarizability. അതായത് ഒരു പോളറൈസ്ഡ് ഡൈലക്ട്രിക്കിലെ ഒരു ഡൈപോളിൻ്റെ ഡൈപോൾ മൊമെന്റ് അവിടെ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഫീൽഡിന് പ്രപ്പോർഷണലാണ്. അപ്പോൾ പി ഇസ് പ്രപ്പോർഷണൽ ടു ഇ എന്ന് എഴുതും. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പി ഇസ് ആൽഫ ഇ എന്ന് എഴുതും. ആൽഫ ഇ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണ് അറ്റോമിക് പോളറൈസബിലിറ്റി. ആൻഡ് സം എക്സാമ്പിൾ യു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ്. This value, atomic polarizability, is a very small value. This value depends on the structure of the atom. ഈ ആറ്റമുകളുടെ സൈസിനെ ആശ്രയിച്ച് അറ്റോമിക് പോളറൈസബിലിറ്റി മാറും. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ഫോർ ഹൈഡ്രജൻ ആൽഫ ഈസ് 0.667 into 10⁻⁻40 farad square. For helium, alpha is equal to 0.205 into 10⁻⁻40 farad square. For lithium, alpha is equal to 24.3 into 10⁻⁻40 farad square. The meaning is atomic polarizability changes from medium to medium. Atomic polarizability ഓരോ മാധ്യമത്തിനും ഓരോന്നാണ് എന്നതാണ് ഈ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് കാണിക്കുന്നത്. Now we come to the essay in the title essay. No, there is a atomic polarizability, one more sentence. After that, we pass on to the title essay. The atomic polarizability is also given by the equation alpha is Zdx by E, where E is the polarizing field, E electronic charge, and X is the distance to which a positive charge is displaced from the center of the electron cloud. അപ്പോൾ അറ്റോമിക് പോളറൈസബിലിറ്റിക്ക് ഒരു സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ഇക്വേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. അതിതാണ് ആൽഫ ഈസ് Zdx by E. അറ്റോമിക് പോളറൈസബിലിറ്റി ഇക്വേഷനാണ്. ഇയെ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണ് പോളറൈസിങ് ഫീൽഡ്, ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ്, ഇലക്ട്രോണിക് ചാർജ്. എക്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ടു വിച്ച് പോസിറ്റീവ് ചാർജ് ഈസ് ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്ഡ് ഫ്രം ദി സെൻറ്റർ ഓഫ് ദി ഇലക്ട്രോൺ ക്ലൗഡ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇലക്ട്രോണിൻ്റെ ക്ലൗഡ്, ഇലക്ട്രോൺ ഗ്യാസിന് ഒരു സെൻറ്ററുണ്ട്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇലക്ട്രോണുകൾക്ക് ഒരു സെൻറ്ററുണ്ട്, ഒരു നെഗറ്റീവ് ചാർജ് സെൻറ്റർ. അവിടെ നിന്നുള്ള ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻ്റ് ആണ്, പോസിറ്റീവ് ചാർജ് ഡിസ്പ്ലേസ്മെൻ്റ് ആണ് ഇവിടെ എക്സ് കാണിക്കുന്നത്. Now this is essay. Potential field due to a uniformly polarized sphere or a polarized object. The question may be like this. Derive expression for a potential field due to a uniformly polarized sphere or a potential field of a polarized object. We have to find the potential expression V, and therefore we can find E. You see, this is the polarized object and a small portion of the polarized object is taken as a cube. D2 is the volume element, A is the point at which we are going to find in the potential V, R is distance, and P is the polarizing direction, the direction of the polarization. Polarization density vector is represented by P, and A is a point at which we are going to find the potential field R is distance. Take a very small element D2. The figure is again repeated. You need not draw figure again. Only once you draw. The potential at a point due to an electric dipole moment P. You read as P, small p. What 5? You correct it. Moment P is given by the equation V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon zero P cos theta by R square. This is the potential of an electric dipole that we know. In vector form, this can be written as V. In vector form, we can write as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 R dot P by R cubed. You look here it is R dot P. R dot P means Rp cos theta. In the denominator there is R cubed. When we cancel R, we get the equation as in 1 P cos theta by R square. So P cos theta by R square we can write as R vector dot P vector by R cubed. I think it is clear. R dot P is modulus R modulus P cos theta. When R and R will cancel, we get in the numerator P cos theta, or in the denominator R square, which is same as equation number 1. So equation 1 and 2, it is marked, the 2 is also marked 1. The two equations are the same. Only thing you remember is definition of expansion of dot product. Consider a polarized electric which with the polarization vector P vector, density vector P vector, take a small volume element that we have said, deta. Polarization density vector is P is equal to, capital P is equal to small p by d2, where small p is dipole moment. That's the definition. Polarization density vector is the dipole moment per unit volume. That is why we have written d2 volume element in the denominator. On cross multiplying, we get small p is equal to capital P d2. Small p and capital P are vectors. Small p is the dipole moment and capital is the polarization density vector. That is equation number 2. Put this in 1 in the place of R dot P. In the place of P, in equation 1, we get the capital P into d2. So V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 R dot P d2 by R cubed. R cubed. 1 R will cancel. So in the place of vector R, we write R cap. R cap is a unit vector. So in the denominator there is R square. R and R will cancel. R vector is R cap into R. R cancels. So we get P is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 R cap P d2 by R square. You see, both steps are same. In the first term there is R vector. In the second term is R cap. You remember, R vector is modulus R into R cap. This is the potential of a small volume. Now we have to find the potential of the complete object, polarized object. Therefore, the potential of the entire volume V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 volume integral R cap P d2 by R square. And that step we repeat like this. V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 volume integral P dot del of 1 by R d2. The reason is del of 1 by R, that is 1 by R square into R cap. This we have proved in the first chapter when we study gradient dive curl, when we study gradient, this equation is coming. Del 1 by r is 1 by r square r cap. So in the place of the first expression becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 volume integral p dot del of 1 by r d2. Del of 1 by r is 1 by r square p, 1 by r square into r cap. That is the reason. The two equations are same. Equation 3 and the equation written above are same. The conversion is written as since. Then there is a product formula for differentiation. Derivative del dot 1 by r p is equal to 1 by r into del dot p plus p into del of 1 by r. You know the product formula in differentiation. That is d by dx of uv is equal to first function of derivative second plus second function of derivative first. That is the rule. The product formula, the first function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative first. In that manner, we write del dot 1 by rp. So, the above equation becomes, from this we find p dot del of 1 by r, that is equal to del dot 1 by rp minus 1 by r del dot p. Equation number 4. Put in 3. This we put in 3. Equation 3 we can see once again. This is 3. In that 3, equation number 3 we put del of 1 by r. That is v is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 volume integral inside the bracket del dot 1 by rp minus 1 by r del dot p d2. V is separate into 2. The single integral we separate into 2 integral. V is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 volume integral del dot 1 by rp d2 minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 volume integral 1 by r del dot p d2. You carefully read. It is easy to understand. Nothing difficult. The first volume integral is converted into surface integral using Gauss theorem. നമ്മുടെ മുകളിലത്തെ ഇക്വേഷനകത്ത് ഒരു ടേം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, അതായത് ഡെൽ ഡോട്ട് 1 by r p d2 എന്നുള്ളത്. ആ 1 by r p എന്ന് വിളിച്ചാൽ, ക്യാപിറ്റൽ എന്ന് വിളിച്ചാൽ നമുക്ക് ഈ ഗോസ് ഡൈവേർജൻസ് തിയറം അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാം. We can apply Gauss divergence theorem in vector calculus. That is, volume integral del dot v dv is equal to surface integral E dot ds. In that manner, we write here v is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 surface integral 1 by rp. 1 by rp is coming in the place of v ds minus the second term. Second term we write as such. No change. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by r del dot p d2. So, the first integral in the previous equation we replace into surface integral, and second integral we keep as volume integral itself. Then, area ds can be written as a dA. So, the equation becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 surface integral 1 by rp dA minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 volume integral 1 by r del dot p d2. Question number 6. Since ds is dA. Put polarized density vector. That polarization density vector is the surface charge density. Surface charge density we write as sigma b. And minus del dot p is rho b. That we prove later. Minus del dot p is equal to rho b, volume charge density. There is a relation that we explain later. These two equations we remember. Polarization density is sigma V. We have said it already. And minus del dot P is equal to rho B. We write later. That is V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, 1 by R P sigma B dA minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 volume integral 1 by R rho B d2, equation number 7. And this is the potential field equation. Thus, the potential of a polarized dielectric is sum of the effective surface charges and volume charges. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യ ടേം സർഫസ് ഇൻറ്റഗ്രലാണ്, രണ്ടാമത്തെ ടേം വോളിയം ഇൻറ്റഗ്രലാണ് ഈ വീട് ഇക്വേഷൻ നമ്പർ 7 അകത്ത്. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ടേമിനെ നമ്മൾ പറയും എഫക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് സർഫസ് ചാർജസ്. പിന്നെ രണ്ടാമത്തെ ടേമിനെ RHSലുള്ള രണ്ടാമത്തെ ടേമിനെ വിളിക്കും എഫക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് വോളിയം ചാർജസ്. അപ്പോൾ ആകെ പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ ഫീൽഡ് സർഫസ് ചാർജസിൻ്റെയും വോളിയം ചാർജസിൻ്റെയും ഒരു കോമ്പിനേഷനാണ്. Thus, the potential of a polarized dielectric is the sum of the effect of surface charges and bound volume charges. But this sentence can be asked as a question. Show that the potential of a polarized dielectric is the sum of the effect of surface charges and bound volume charges. This is the answer. And there is a continuation also. If the charged polarized body is a sphere, polarized object is a sphere, what we get? We redraw a polarized sphere as like this. O is the point. And A is the point at which the potential field is determined. Or we write OAP as a triangle. OAP is a triangle. At P we are going to find potential, suppose, not at A. Consider potential charged sphere, R is a radius of sphere, P is a point, P is not marked here. You can mark. R is a distance from O to P, and X is the distance from A to P. Capital R is the radius of the sphere, theta is the angle, R and theta are called polar coordinates. R and small r and theta are called polar coordinates. In terms of polar coordinates, if we write the potential becomes, equation 7 becomes in terms of polar coordinates. So this relation we are just writing here, no continuation. You simply remember for a sphere, equation 7 becomes V is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 integral 0 to R P cos theta dA by root of R square plus R square minus 2R. Sorry, but this angle and this integration limit is 0 to pi. P cos theta dA by root of R square plus R square minus 2R cos theta. This relation you remember. This can be obtained from the previous equation. And here dA, it can be shown that if we consider a ring-like element of the sphere, ring-like element of the sphere, we can write dA is equal to R square sin theta d theta d phi. D phi is another polar coordinate, R theta and phi. R theta and phi are the small r and theta and phi are the three coordinates in spherical polar coordinates. Spherical polar coordinates that you have studied, you simply remember. dA is R square sin theta d theta d phi. That we put here in the place of dA. Or integrate. And when we integrate, there is the limit for theta and also limit for phi. The limit for phi is not written here. We have simply written V is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 to pi P cos theta R square sin theta d theta d phi by root of R square plus R square minus 2O RR cos theta. And the simplification needs steps. That is the potential field, potential of a polarized sphere. And you know, E is equal to minus del V. Electric field is a negative gradient potential. And if we put this V in this equation and differentiate, we get E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square, not r, q by r square. You put r square. Potential is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r, and E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square. You have to put it r square. That is all with our lecture on potential and field due to a uniformly polarized sphere. Thank you very much.